Hey guys, so welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Let's carry on where we left off. We've just completed another flow. It's a bad end this time because we didn't choose to betray Clover. For better or for worse, Phi left without us, and so did Dio, because no one tries to stop people from escaping. It's only when I do it does everyone get involved and suddenly realize that, you know, life as they know it will be coming to an end, because they'll be stuck there. In any case, we have to revisit the flow, and we have to betray Clover this time because we need to know what happens down this branch, which seems quite a bit longer than this one, so I'm quite curious to see what's beyond that number 9 door, or if anyone tries to stop us. In any case, let's go. Which is especially interesting that Phi and Dio betray, because, of course, Luna is dead, and so is Alice, which meant that Luna was going to automatically ally, which meant that Phi and Dio, who both have 6 points, can betray and get the hell out of here. And that's twice now that Phi has made a conscious decision to betray. Because the first time, she told me to betray Luna. So she's actually betraying Luna twice. But in this case, it's a little bit more forgivable, because, you know, she's already dead. But unforgivable in the sense that she's going to leave the rest of us behind. So, you know what? I'm jumping ship too. Wait for me! I'm betraying! Let's get out of here. What's beyond that number 9 door? Probably death awaiting us. Who knows? Maybe we can make use of Phi's jumping ability, which we still don't have an answer for. The door ground open, and I stepped out. All around me, other AB rooms were disgorging their occupants. Again, that word.
Wait!
What?
Dio!
Oh, right, of course. Phi's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. Yeah, nope. Even though it's a different flow, I mean, same dialogue, it's a different flow. So there's going to be subtle differences. And to Dio. God, he's like an excited little kid, realizing that there's like chocolate cake in the kitchen or something. Dio? No. I shook my head. I had to get to that door.
What are you doing, Dio?
No, he's going to try and open it.
Yeah, you do it. I'll just stand here and wait, since no one seems to be interfering in this flow. This is my perfect chance to escape.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Yeah.
Ah, Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna. And she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to ally.
Still don't know who killed her, though.
All he had to do was pick betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Was it some sort of murder-suicide with Alice killing Luna and then Alice stabbing herself? Was Quark involved? Was it neither of those three and Dio's actually the one who killed them?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Phi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
2 escapees. Certainly not me. I would never betray. I'm just going to stand by the door, though, and stop them just in case they escape.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why?
Well, it was really 9 as soon as you push the button, but yeah. You know, a couple seconds variance.
Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing betray?
Because she gets to leave, too.
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
And that's why she warned me about it.
Is that true?
Yeah. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, well, you know, we've seen that Phi doesn't really care too much about us. Like when she was just going to leave when she betrayed us, right? And we needed that other flow to get her to stop and not leave and just give us a chance
You didn't?
to escape together.
Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
Yeah, well, so is her heartbeat, okay?
So, what, she's gonna die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now.
It's not even gonna be pumped into her. Her bracelet is off. It's gonna spill all over the floor.
Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
Exactly.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Phi?
No, she wasn't trying to stop him. She was just like, wait up, I'm coming too.
I believe I heard you cry out, wait, as he headed toward the number 9 door.
Yeah, because she only has 9 seconds to go through the door once it's open.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Uh-oh. Great.
Someone else?
Don't, just, you know.
But that would be...
Okay. You also have 6
Results
points.
from round 2 of the Ambidex Game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I thought we were in front of the number 9 door, not the results screen. But I suppose we're about to see. Betray, ally. Ally, ally. Nice, good work. Betray. Ally. Oh dear. It's done. -1 for Luna.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I wonder if there's a flow where someone actually gets a negative score and then dies because of the poison. Surely, there must be one. That's what the defibrillator's for, right?
Please check your
I'm so
bracelets
obsessed with that
to
damn
see your
defibrillator
updated bracelet points.
in the infirmary. Wee-hee, I'm coming with you, yellow and blue
That-
forever.
No.
That number,
You betrayed me, Sigma. Why?
because I allied with you the first time and I got left behind. I'm not gonna let that happen again. What other choice did I have?
To keep your promise, you jerk!
What, so I could die with you? Wow. Wonderful.
You liar! You're a coward! You don't care about anybody but yourself! All you wanted was to get out of here!
I mean, we all want to, but yeah, you know.
You're horrible! I hate you!
I know. I am a big POS for doing this. That's why I allied with you the first time, okay? Wait a minute. Just listen to me for a second. Whatever I did, Dio and Fi were going to get 9 BP. The door would have opened whether I had 9 points or not.
So?
So?
All that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go to get help once they escaped? I can trust Fi. But Dio's different. I didn't know what Dio might do to Fi after they went through the door. What if he turned out to be Zero Senior? So I figured that if they were going to escape anyway, I should go with them and make
Is
sure
that
they...
it? Is that your excuse? Liar! Liar! You're just like Dio!
Yeah, my pants are on fire.
You're a coward!
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. But I just need to know what happens in this flow, okay? I would never betray you if I... Okay, now it sounds selfish. I was about to say if I didn't have anything to gain from it.
Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
Clover, I heard a clang and turned. He's done it again, guys. At least this time I get to go with him, unless you probably tackle me down, which is a possibility, but no, it's not.
Sorry. I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
See, at least, you know, I'm not like this dick just rubbing it in their faces. It's just like, I'm gonna watch some TV and see the drama that you guys are creating.
Dio! Dio!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shall we?
What are we, your escorts now?
Why so serious? This really isn't the time for hesitation. You both crossed a line you weren't supposed to cross.
Really?
You betrayed your friends.
Well, with Fi, you know, she kinda got dragged along. I did it willingly.
Am I right? I'm right.
Rationalize it however you want.
But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive.
Besides, can you even call us friends? We've known each other for what? 10 minutes? Oh, not 10 minutes. You know what I mean. I'm exaggerating.
Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though? Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic.
The way he's talking.
Still, you made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it.
It's just something about the way he's talking, right? It's like he expected this to happen, like his experiment right now is a success or something.
The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure.
And yet, no one has grabbed us yet, somehow.
You get me? Now come on, hurry up and...
There it goes. We could have crawled under during that entire time, I'm sure.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time to move.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back.
Let's skedaddle.
Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Well, he's not going to be waiting. Tenmuji leapt forward. Dio faked left, then dashed right, slipping around Tenmuji and through the door.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Here we go.
The number 9 door is closing.
It's now or never, Sigma.
Let's go, Sigma!
But
Shut up! Just do it!
I looked at her, slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice, and she hauled me bodily through the open door. Whoa! Oh my. We're on the other side of it. Freedom! It smells like radical sex. Alright, there we go. About to leave the vault.
The number 9 door has closed.
Okay, where's Megaton?
This ends the Nonary Game. Thank you for your participation.
Sigma! Phi!
Goodbye!
Dio! Open up!
Didn't you hear what she said? It's not gonna open.
Open this goddamn door!
Tenmuji's voice was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. Going up. Because when we saw those flashbacks, when the explosions happened, it happened from underground, right? And I'll admit, when I reloaded this save, I had to go through the initial, prologue for a little bit before I could select the flow. And I saw some pictures, right? Like those crosses, and there was a fire, and there was rain. What does that mean? Was he around for when the Radical 6 virus initially got released? Or what? Does he just not remember? Were our memories taken away?
Alrighty then. Here we are.
Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Just as Fi had guessed. On the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a dead end. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. Ooh. We're back here. Is this the same one, or is it a different one? Oh.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. Do you really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
Hold up.
I mean, it looks similar. Could it be the same? Surely not.
You know about the one on floor B2?
Yeah. I visited it with Tenmuji when we were looking for Quark.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
No, we didn't investigate it to that extent. What?
Oh, you didn't.
I wonder if Quark's somewhere up here somehow. What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about? The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
How do you know all that?
Luna told me.
So why is there two, one underground and one topside? Where does the one underground lead? Is it just for shits and giggles, like a little like an exhibit A of what the pic looks like? Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there?
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
That sounds bad. Are you gonna take your top hat with you out there? I don't think it fits under that helmet.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now.
Yep. It would be letting those guys die in vain downstairs if we don't escape right now. So we have to do it.
Let's get those suits on and head outside.
It's not selfish at all. Not one bit.
No argument here. Let's do it.
Okay. We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. Well, there's only 4 suits here. Unless there was more, I can't remember. Like, somewhere on the side. So, what? Were all 9 of us never getting out? With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished. But wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
I never thought I'd succeed so easily.
Yeah, see... It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Succeed so easily. Apparently, the radio was designed to activate automatically, so he was always planning to get out of here by probably climbing over top of us, by betraying us all. So why in that one flow did he ally with Luna? You mean getting out of here? Maybe she knew something, and he needed her to escape with him, so he couldn't betray?
You're thinking too small.
What do you mean?
I guess I can tell you who I really am.
What?
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero.
You're Zero? What was that? Sorry, I misheard you. I think you said hero. I think you meant to say Zero?
I was sent here from far away to save mankind.
Oh my god.
What?
You're out of this world, are you, Dio? Your mind certainly is. Your ego is, that's for sure as well.
Too surprised to speak?
Dio, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
We were all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
What does that even mean, we're small-minded? Are you literally from outside the solar system? We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed. Well, let's get Captain Marvel over here to lead the way. And stopped. The door at the end of the room slowly ground open. Alright. Kaboom! We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. What? It's the red moon. It's a lunar eclipse, so it is New Year's Eve after all. I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare. What the hell?
Looks like a desert.
I can see that! The question is which desert?
Don't know. I can't tell you what day it is, though.
The 31st. Huh? It's night.
Look, the moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Yes, because you were in the lounge with me. Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about that in the lounge.
During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah. December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. Thank you, virus protection, but I don't think you're gonna help against Radical 6. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
So it's been just under a week. So today's December 31st. Wait, shit, if I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
Looks like it.
Dio, a week plus.
We should get to the nearest town.
Okay. And where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. It's not what I'm worried about, though.
Surely we're not in another country, right? How are they going to smuggle an unconscious person out of the country? quickly to get here. Maybe on a private plane? I don't know. Still, it seems like too much hassle. What are you worried about? This virus.
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Do we even need these protective suits? I guess it's, you know, it's not worth the risk to take it off. Oh, come on! Tell me! I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem. I could have sworn I heard her frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors.
Yeah, what if it's a ghost town?
If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct in a week? Surely not. What the hell? No way, that's impossible. A whole species can't just die out in 6 days. That's...
It's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility.
it must be a crazy, incredible virus that Windows Defender couldn't be able to protect us from.
Whatever. We should get moving. There's still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark.
We can walk and talk.
We need to find help and come back for them.
Wouldn't be surprised if Dio's already disappeared. Okay. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio, and the sound of someone falling. Uh-oh. Is Fi dead? I turned back around to see Fi on the ground. Hey! Are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet. Jeez, I thought like Dio stabbed her or something.
Where are we?
What was that all about? Did you, like, consciousness escape your body or something? Her voice was low and rough. Huh?
I see.
Fi?
This timeline.
You jumped. Timeline? She didn't respond. You've been invaded by a Fi from another timeline. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Oh, yeah. I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit. We need to split up and find him.
In this desert? I suppose... Well, I mean, it's gonna be hard to find him. It's supposed to be dark, right? I know it's just lit up for our sake. Why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
Because I don't know shit! I mean, I have jumped timelines before, but I don't know shit what happens in this timeline, okay? What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait. Maybe not. He must not have made this jump.
Oh. Is this gonna be one of those endings where I can't continue along this line until I go to another ending? She wasn't making any sense.
Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio.
Okay.
I'm going over to that hill. So you take the other direction.
Okay. But she had already taken off without waiting for my answer. Oh, this is exciting. It's pretty cool. You know, like, I haven't made the jump yet. Is that what's going on? I don't know. I'm just going to assume it is, so I can feel good about myself and enjoy this. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. What happens if I do find him? I suppose we have radio contact, right? Damn. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio.
Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word as clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Fi had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction. Sorry.
Is that a transmitter?
Transmitter? Is that the bomb remote?
Let's see. Phone home, huh?
E.T.?
Bet free souls anxious from you.
What?
How do you know that?
Because she's been jumping timelines.
I know everything about you. I know you're the Myrmidons.
The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Number 0?
The hell, you man?
I'm no man.
You said that.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code?
For the 0 bomb?
Hey, what are you... Stop!
Oh dear. get there, Sigma. Shit. Shit. That didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Ah! Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my whole ordeal. The suited figure I'd slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. Is this where, like, Phi says, "Thank you, Sigma," and then we blow up and die? Oh, this one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Dio. Top hatless. His eyes were closed. Almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Thanks. That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh? Well, it's
Yeah.
right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
What, was it just buried in the desert somewhere, or... He certainly didn't have it on him, right? So he has to be involved somewhere, somehow, if this transmitter was just lying in the desert. Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
So he's obviously involved. Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
So he wasn't kidnapped at all? He volunteered for this? Snuck in? I wasn't quite sure what to make of that. So I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. But then he was found dead in that other flow, right? So... what's going on? There was a screen on the upper part with a bunch of numbers that looked... well, like nothing. What the heck is this? 78153 61098 83809 42419 90551 11037. Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
Coordinates? What is it then?
Don't know.
25 digits.
I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
Letters of the alphabet? I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. Oh jeez. What's so funny?
Oh, sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself.
Really? You're the one lying on your back right now.
You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What? You?
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
Right, so there's two transmitters. One with the actual message and this is the cipher. None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who were you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know?
No, otherwise I wouldn't be asking the fucking question.
At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you.
Yeah, good, please, so I can jump back in time.
I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success.
Oh, good.
Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't.
Yeah, well, let's hear it from the horse's mouth then.
Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Read my mind. Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. Go on. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. Is that how it's pronounced? You've probably never heard of it. But there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. That's what Quark was yammering on about, right? When he was infected, he had to kill himself to free his soul. You haven't? If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they've built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Really? There's a million of you guys? Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality, in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father, and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. Really? That's his name? Jeez. No wonder he started some sort of cult, trying to free himself from his ridiculous name. They say Brother had a special power, and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. Really? Well, we know there's some sort of supernatural activity going on in this universe, right? With the morphogenetic fields and jumping timelines and whatnot, and Phi's jumping ability, I suppose, is a power. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death a suicide. Later, Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. Huh. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. So what, to wipe out Earth and all the humans in it and start again, with his cult being the survivors, or his saints leading the way? That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26 he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning, so that he could create the new species he had foretold. He invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later the first 10 new humans were born. Oh dear, are we clones? Is that why I'm bleeding white? Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means we all share a face. And we are all given the same name. Left. So your real name is Left, named after Brother's brother. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. But see, diversity is what makes us powerful, what makes us good, what makes us develop. If we are all homogenous, we can't come up with new ideas because we're all constrained by our one perspective, right? How could you get more equal than that? It's not, I mean, this is a question of equality, but in terms of advancement, which is what Brother's trying to go for here, I suppose, you know, you'd have no need to really get an advantage over your fellow compatriots / your siblings if you're all brothers, right? And you all look the same and you all have the same capabilities. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. Okay, so you can still digress. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean, and I was considered corrupted. Wait, so your mission was to infiltrate this facility, so you knew about this facility, you weren't kidnapped, you came here of your own volition. You were given your orders, you thought this would be your chance. Sorry, I'm just unpacking this dialogue here, because I feel like I just read the dialogue and it doesn't sink into my brain. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. Right. I'd come in contact with someone unclean, and I was considered corrupted. Was this woman that old lady in there? Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's new world. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved.
Well, thank you so much.
I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
I suppose that's what he means by coming from another world. He was kind of manufactured here. His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Vi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. But he's not responsible for this. He only infiltrated this facility. So what does that mean? Vi? What are you...
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question.
What's
I'm going
the
to ask you one more time.
code?
What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
Yes, I knew it was going to be the bomb. Bomb?
God damn it!
He's the one that's been planting bombs.
Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
Is this enough to unlock those other flows now that we know that he's responsible for planting the bombs? And yet there's a thing locked away in a safe. What does that mean? How did he get access to the safe? She swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
Wait! Okay.
Really?
Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission.
Your mind's thinking too small now, Dio.
What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the 0 bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
I see. Vi tossed the rock off to the side.
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Lucky I have a good memory.
The password.
Huh?
I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump.
Is she gonna collapse again?
There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it, just in case.
What if we both forget? Then we're screwed.
Got it?
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about. But I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXA, QNS, GDQ. LXA, it's like saying my name, Alex. A. QNS, I don't know. GDQ, game is done quick. It's just the QNS I'm worried about remembering. LXA, QNS, GDQ. Maybe hum it in a song, Sigma.
Done with you. Let's go.
Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Take me to a hotel. I need a shower. Vi grabbed Dio's arm and hauled him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah.
A city?
Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter.
A shelter?
Some people who survived the disaster live there.
A disaster? Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
Oh dear. There we go. I looked up. It must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. That would be because you're in the middle of the desert, Sigma. There's no light pollution there. And in the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon. A giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? I don't know. Suppose we'll see what's going on. Oh my gosh. Man, I am thinking too small. Oh, we've hit the credits again. Is this like, what, Dio's ending? Or Phi's ending? Not sure. What a tease. It's Dio's ending. Behind Blue Eyes. There we go. Another character portrait for the books. Wee-hee! We're getting closer, guys. Ever so slightly. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we've got a couple more faces we need to unlock.